I'm James Myers from LePage First Contact Realty in Barrie, Ontario. Today is December 1st, 2017, so here I am with my monthly real estate update video for the month of November. Houses that I spoke about people flipping in my November video were still for sale. Both of them have been significantly reduced, like $30,000–$40,000 reduced, and one of them has a conditional offer on it. We've all heard the news stories about buyers who failed to close a purchase they made at the height of the market. Just yesterday, a buddy of mine was telling me about his friend in Mississauga sold a house, and the buyer of that house failed to close, so now he has to sue him. There's a lot of these cases going on, and thankfully we seem to be coming to the tail end of this. Most of the purchases made in the winter, spring have either closed or failed to close. You know, I kind of feel bad for some of these purchasers who legitimately can't close because they don't have the money, or the bank won't lend them the money on the lower appraised value of the house they purchased. I don't want to call them victims of the market because they're certainly not victims. But then you have the people who refuse to close because they don't want to lose money. They're saying the house is worth less, so they're just refusing to close. They have the means to close, but they don't want to close because they're going to lose money. No sympathy for them. You signed an agreement. You should follow through. You made a commitment. Find a way. My mother told me a story years ago about my uncle, her brother. He backed out of a new home purchase with a builder, and the builder sued him. This was back in the 80s, like 30 years ago, but she said it cost him some money. And now I want to talk about expectations in the current market, both on the part of some sellers and some buyers. We are back to a more normal market, but some people are having trouble adjusting their expectations. For buyers, the bottom has not fallen out of the market. We occasionally do see houses sell for $40,000 or $50,000 less than list price, but this is the exception. These houses generally have been listed too high to begin with, and months later sell well under list price. If a house is priced right, it will sell close to list price, and we are still seeing some houses sell over list price, and especially in the lower end of the market. Sellers, yes, your house price has dropped from 8 months ago, and you are probably not going to get a bidding war. Something that is happening in the real estate business that doesn't directly affect home buyers and sellers that I want you to be aware of, and that is agents canceling listings and relisting them right away. Much of the time it is done to reduce the price of a house, or if a listing has been active for 3 or 4 months, the agent might cancel it to bring it out as a new listing. Sometimes you'll see a house drop off of realtor.ca, and then it'll come back the next day with a new price and a new MLS number. That's what's happened. He's canceled it and relisted it. And how this affects us, and in turn you, is it makes it hard to get a true picture of the average number of days on the market in our statistics. If we search for statistics in our system for the average number of days on the market, how long it takes a house to sell, it doesn't take into account those previous listings that have been canceled. So a house could be listed for 4 months and have the listing canceled 3 times, but when a house finally sells, say it's been on the market for 17 days with that last listing, it only shows up with the 17 days of the last listing, but meanwhile it's been for sale for 4 months before that. And one of the first questions a buyer asks when they are interested in a house is, how long has it been on the market? When you ask that, just find out if there have been any other canceled listings so that you get the true picture of how long the house has been for sale. That's all I have for December 1st. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on January 1st, 2018.